Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's like a delicacy. That is how good it is. I'm not even joking. Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. It's your girl Little Latina coming at you with another video, and today's video is going to be specifically about healthy foods that you can eat on a budget, because I know eating healthy kind of has a stigma that it's very expensive and that you can't eat healthy unless you spend a lot of money on these types of healthy foods, and that is just really not the case. So today's video I'm going to be giving you a list of a bunch of good healthy foods that you can eat for cheap that are very easy to find. They're just going to be at your local supermarket or at your Costco, and they're very cost efficient. So if you have a pretty tight budget for food, or if you just don't like to spend a lot of money on food, or if you think eating healthy is going to really break the bank, that is just definitely not going to be the case. So I'm going to be giving you a list of some pretty cheap and easily accessible foods, and then I'm going to be giving you how much they cost. So the first little section in this group is going to be seeds and nuts, and let me tell you, these are the perfect snacking foods. So if you're a person that really likes to eat snacks rather than like big meals, then seeds and nuts are going to be your best friend. They are so delicious, they are so easy to access, and they come in so many different variations and flavors. You can have them just roasted and salted, you can have them in their raw form, you can have them honey roasted, you can have them covered in chocolate. There's just so many different ways that you can have nuts and seeds, and it just is great if you're a person that likes to switch it up every now and then, or if you get bored of foods really easily. The seeds and nuts are just going to be the best thing. So there's 4 main seeds and nuts that I personally would recommend, just based off of how much I like them and how easy they are to attain and how cheap they are, and that's going to be sunflower seeds, peanuts, pistachios, and almonds. Let me tell you, those 4 are going to basically be the only 4 that you really need. There are different nuts. Obviously, you can have Brazil nuts, cashews, or anything else of that nature. So it's going to be great if you just like snacking on things rather than having big meals. So the prices for sunflower seeds can range anywhere from $1 to $3. So this is a very cheap and very easy snack. And let me tell you, I absolutely love sunflower seeds. They're so tasty, and they come in a lot of different types. Next up, we have pistachios, and pistachios can range anywhere from $5 to $10 depending on the size of the bag and the type of pistachio that you're getting. So whether it is you're getting pistachios that are already out of the shell, or if you're getting pistachios that you have to cut open, it really just depends on what type of pistachio you're getting and the size of the bag. But this is a pretty relatively cheap food that is super addictive and really easy to snack on. Now our third option are peanuts, and that can range anywhere from $1 to $10. Yet again, very cheap on some ends and then kind of a little bit expensive on the other. And now our last option, this one is going to be the most expensive out of the bunch, and that is almonds, ranging from $5 to $10. Yet again, this really depends on what brand of almonds you're getting, the size of the bag you're getting, and what style of almonds you're getting. Typically, I would just get the nice basic almonds. That's just a couple bucks for a pretty big bag, and almonds do last a pretty long time. Alright, our next option on the list that you can have if you want to be eating healthy is going to be avocados and potatoes. And let me tell you, when I say that these are going to be super cheap, I'm not even joking. So our first option, avocados, can range anywhere from 58 cents to $5. 58 cents. Okay, if you just want an avocado just for yourself, it's literally going to be 58 cents. You're not even paying a full dollar. Okay, and avocados are super tasty. There are so many different ways that you can eat avocados. You can eat them in salads, you can eat them by themselves, you can eat them in toast, you can literally eat them with anything, and they are so good. All you need is some salt and pepper, and let me tell you, avocados will be a staple in your diet, and they will be some of the greatest foods that will complement any type of meal or any type of breakfast amazingly. And now our next item on the list is going to be potatoes, and I love potatoes. So So the prices for potatoes can range anywhere from 50 cents to $10, and it's only going to be $10 or a little bit more on that expensive side if you were getting like the huge sacks of potatoes, but trust me, that will last you for a very long time. So if you're the type of person that buys a bunch of food for like $10 to $20 and then only lasts you for like a few weeks, that is definitely not going to be the case with any of the foods on this list. So potatoes is definitely going to be another staple to your meals and to your diets if you are the person that likes potatoes, because yet again, there's so many ways you can have potatoes. You can have baked potatoes, you can have mashed potatoes, you can have hash browns, you can make fries. There's just so many things that you can do with potatoes that you can't do with a lot of other foods. So I would definitely recommend adding potatoes to your diet if you want to start eating healthy without having to spend a lot of money to do so. Now the third section of this food list is going to be quinoa and lentils, and this is a huge part of my diet. They're super easy to cook and very easy to attain, so it's not like you have to go to this like super sketchy place to get your lentils and quinoa. They're basically going to be found anywhere, and quinoa and lentils are super healthy for you. Quinoa actually provides all 11 amino acids that your body can't provide by itself, and this is really going to be another staple to your diet if you are just someone who likes to have a lot of food for cheap, and these will last you for a long time. So quinoa can range anywhere from $5 to $20, and this is going to be the most expensive item on this list simply because quinoa doesn't really come in like small packages. They usually come in like big plastic container things, because you will be getting a lot of quinoa that will last you for at least a few months, like no matter what, unless you're eating like 3 bowls of quinoa a day and you're like psychotically eating it, then maybe it won't last as long. But if you're just regularly eating it like once a day or once every other day, this will be lasting you for at least a month. And quinoa is super tasty. All you have to do is cook it, add some salt and pepper, and wow, delicioso. Now next up also on this list is lentils, and lentils you can add onto a lot of things. That's really just gonna spice up your meal, but lentils are pretty basic, very easy to make. Just add, you can cut up some red or yellow peppers, you can add salt and black pepper. It's really going to be super simple to make and is very healthy for you and is quite good, very quick to make and very accessible. And the prices for lentils can range from 90 cents to $10. And now the last section of this list is going to be literally any fruit with honey. And let me tell you, these are the perfect snacks. These are super good for breakfast, or if you just are hungry but you don't want to have too big of a meal and you're not really in the mood for seeds or nuts, then fruit with honey, oh my gosh, it's like a delicacy. That is how good it is. I'm not even joking. So the price for honey will range anywhere from $3 to $10 depending on the size of the honey that you're getting, or if you're getting raw honey or like distilled honey. Typically these smaller jars of honey, some of them are like this tiny. I don't know why people even get those, but these smaller jars of honey are typically going to be around that $3 to $4 range, while if you're getting a big jug of honey that's going to be like about this big, that's going to be more about $10, because that is simply going to be lasting you for a long time. Unless you're drinking honey straight out of that jug, that should be lasting you for a few months. And trust me, honey is super sweet. You can put it on any fruit, you can put it on your eggs, you can put it on your pancakes, waffles, you can just eat it in a spoonful, you can put it in your tea. There's so many things you can do with honey besides just putting them with fruit that really just adds some spice and some more flavor to any of your meals or drinks. And now for the fruits I'm going to specifically be talking about today is raspberries and strawberries, because I feel like honey goes the best with those specifically, especially raspberries. So the prices for those can range anywhere from $3 to $5, so that is going to be pretty cheap. But the only downside to fruits is that you have to be eating them relatively quick or they will go bad, because they are fresh foods. And if you really like sugar, or if you're trying to cut off sugar and you don't want to be eating that fake white sugar, then I would highly suggest having strawberries with honey, because at least that sugar is going to be natural. But that is the last section of this video, so if you found this information helpful, please do leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I would appreciate that, and that would just help boost this video in the algorithm so more people will have the opportunity to watch this video and to maybe learn something new. But thank you for watching, and mwah, have a beautiful day.